Hi, John and Richard. Today I would like to demonstrate the new kiosk that I built for you folks. Uh, I think it came out pretty nice. And anyways, basically I built it into normal green screen wizard, but I added the notion of a kiosk and I changed the batch print. So in the batch print, you put this on whatever computer you're going to use to run your printers. And you can actually have more than one, doesn't really matter. As long as you have multiple batch outputs or image source folders for the batch print. And this works a little different than the green screen wizard batch print. It just waits for files to be put into that folder. Once they show up, it prints them, and then it moves those prints to a subfolder. The advantage of this is if there's any problem with the printer or a guy comes up and says, hey, it didn't print right, all you have to do is copy that image from the printed folder back into the print folder, and it'll just print again. Okay, so that's so much for the batch print station. So now the kiosk, we have some settings there. Obviously, we need to select the input folder. This is where your station is putting the photos. And then the output folder is basically the input folder for the print station. Then you can have a folder full of backgrounds, selected here. And then you need a station name. So if you have more than one, so basically the way it works is when it's all said and done, I create a photo, and that photo needs a name. So I give the name of the photo a prefix with the number of prints that I want for the photo, and then the time and date, and then the print station number. That way, if you have multiple stations printing at the same time, it doesn't matter, because each print station will have a different station name. And the other good news is that it's pretty unlikely they would crash anyways, because the time is going to change. So I think it's pretty certain that this will create a unique file name for each of the prints that go out. The next two things are the cost per photo and a tax rate. So I don't know if you guys charge tax or don't charge tax. I can always take that out, but it's in there for now. All right, so when we start so you've set all that up and you click Start Photo Selection Station, and you see a lot of bashing and crashing. That's basically creating all the dialog boxes that it needs. This saves on memory later, also makes them load very quickly. So this is what the user will walk up to. It explains what they need to do. Simply use the keypad to enter your photo ID that you gave them. And I have a couple of subfolders, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one of them. Click Start. And there you go. So this is the subfolder, or this is the main screen where they can select the photo they want to print. And there she's smiling a little better. So you can move it, or you can hit scale, and with your finger you can make it larger or smaller. Okay. And obviously you can change the backgrounds. So basically that's all there is. You just take your finger and touch these various things, and it'll change. Okay, so now we need to select the print layout. So this is the print layout screen. So you can touch on the layout itself, or you can click on the radio button area. You select your number of prints with these up and down arrows. Okay. Then go to Checkout. Checkout asks that you scan your card, and actually this card is backwards, but I'll fix that. And so right now I'm scanning my card. That takes you to the final confirmation page, which gives you your total price, information about what card it's going to be chosen to, and if they approve the purchase, they click here. If they don't want it, they click cancel, and I'll go back to that opening screen. So we're going to process. So basically processing will come up and while we're communicating with the server, and then that thank you screen will show for a few seconds. It seemed a little fast. I could delay it a little longer if you like. So that's basically the system. Let's take one other path through it, and that's what happens if they hand you $10. So you go 111 or whatever your photo number is. You pick a photo. You select layout still. Let's do that. Check out. Now in this case, you got the money, so you don't want to scan the card. The attendant comes up and he has a secret code, which right now is 10203. And he just clicks buy prints, and it goes back to thank you for your order and brings you back to the station. So that's how it works. You can run as many copies of this as you want on the various stations, and then you need to run a copy on the print server. Now the last thing to know is, how do I get out of this thing? Since it's basically a closed loop system, there's no exit. So there's an invisible exit button up here in the corner. And so if you click that, it basically kills the system. Okay, well that's it. I hope you like it. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously I can change the cosmetics, and we can do some final tweaking. But this concludes the second phase of the project, and so I look forward to your feedback. Thanks a lot.